Hello, come on in. Let's see. Today we have another virtual book signing. I'm so excited to introduce you to this author. We have her book available here at WE Bookstore online. And so today we're going to talk to her about her latest book. Let me go ahead and invite her so that way we can get this going. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Let's see. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. There she goes. Oh my gosh. So yesterday, I don't know. I wonder. I've been seeing like memes or memes, however you say it. I've been seeing them all over the place. For yesterday here in California, we had a thunderstorm, which is not just not usual. And so, how's the weather where you all are at? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. She's coming on in. Whoop, there you are.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. It has been a busy day. I'm so glad that you were like, I really
No
hate.
problem. No
Yes.
problem. I know
Yeah.
sometimes kind of get away from us, so it's understandable.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is so true. Especially, when you're a creative, sometimes you just get in the zone and then you look up
Hmm.
and you're like, oh, I still gotta eat. I still, there's some other things I gotta do. And so
Right.
that's how it's been today. So anyways, let's talk about your book. Well, for those that don't know, if you don't mind, just sharing a little bit about you, and then let's go ahead and talk about your book.
Okay. Well, my name is Taquonna. I am the author of Crooked Path, and one of my one and only book, but working on maybe doing like a series along with Crooked Path. So that'll be to be determined as I kind of start with the planning and everything with that.
Nice.
Uh, Alongside with writing my book, my background is actually social work. So being an author was nothing I ever really intended on doing. It just kind of happened by accident. Even though I don't believe anything just happens by accident. So,
Mm-hmm.
but my background is social work, so I'm a therapist. I also
Nice.
um, am the founder of my own organization, the Garden Corporation. So I really have a passion for helping children, youth, and families. So I do a lot for my community here in like the Fullerton area, as well as I've helped out before in like LA County and other cities in Orange County as well. So um, yeah, I mean, I'm a mom. I'm
Yeah, wow, you got it going on. That's amazing. I love meeting authors who are also like active in their community and active like behind the scenes. Like they have their book and that's great, but they also are so much more than just an author. And so that's great. Kudos to you. So
Thank
so tell us about your book, The Crooked Path. How did you come up with that name? And then I guess tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. So Crooked Path, I am my religious belief is I'm Christian, I'm Baptist. And so I've grown up in the church, like literally from born and raised. My
Okay.
grandfather, may him rest in peace. He was my pastor. So I've been going to the same church literally all my life. I direct the choir. I used to teach the Sunday school. I lead devotional. So a lot of that had to do with how Crooked Path was, born, I guess you could say.
Mm.
And so the title came along with, for those who are believers as well, you may have heard the saying like, there's a straight and narrow path,
Mm-hmm.
that we're walking, we're on this journey as believers to get to our eternal salvation. And so
Mm-hmm.
what my experience has been over just the past few years, just going through life, like I said, I'm a mom. I was a mom at 18.
Mm-hmm.
So, single, not married, just raising my kid and trying to raise myself at the same time. I wasn't like your average like 18-year-old. I was very young. I was very naive. I was very
Mm-hmm.
like timid and shy. Like I wasn't outgoing or nothing like that. So I was a baby myself, trying to raise a baby as well. And
Mm,
so, just through that experience and amongst other things, as I'm, have been trying to, I guess, maintain my relationship with my belief, with my faith.
mm-hmm.
And I noticed that my path wasn't like this straight and narrow. Like, it, for me personally, it didn't feel like a straight and narrow. So
Okay.
then crooked path, so that's
Mm-hmm.
how I kind of shaped and the story and the name was brought. So as I mentioned, I Sunday school, so a lot of my
Mm-hmm.
stories relate to my Sunday school lessons. I'm like a writer, so I love writing. I love like taking notes. Like, even in school, I'm the one like writing, highlighting everything, then
Yeah.
maybe read my notes. So, so I have like notebooks of
Mm-hmm.
all my studies. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the mentors, or one of the ministers there, who was like my mentor, he kept pushing me like, this is your book, like you need to share this, like
Oh, wow.
everybody to read this and really understand, what your experience has been like, to hopefully be a testimony and an encouragement to someone else.
Wow.
And I like put it off, like, no, like I'm not into, I like writing, but I just like for myself,
Yeah.
not to have to share it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how the book kind of just really came about. And so it
Wow.
is faith-based, so it does include like scriptures from the Bible, and but I do a really good job, I think, as far as like breaking it down and really illustrating how that scripture, how that text may be applied to my life at that time.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
um so yeah, so I hope that it could be a testimony to those who do get a chance to read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow, that's amazing. And I love it. I love when I come across books like that, because for me, I was born and raised in the church as well, whether I wanted to be or not.
Right.
I didn't have a chance. And I would always joke like with people, like, we were probably in the church way more than the pastor was. Like, that's how often my mother, what, we weren't doing sports, we did church. Like, that was our extracurricular activity. Like,
Right. Right.
it's a real thing. And so one of the things that they would always say is, like, some people will never open the Bible, like, but they will look at your life, and they,
Yes.
will, you know and kind of just hold you on that pedestal. But at the same time, it can be good. You can, share your testimony and just help others. And so that sounds like what you're doing, and so that's amazing.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, you're right. I've heard that too. Like, people might
Mm-hmm.
not pick up the actual book, the Bible, but we ourselves, are a glimpse, or should be a glimpse of that to other people. And so, yeah, you're absolutely right. I feel like with Cricket Path, that was just my intention, being able to give everyone a slice of me, and try to paint a picture of the Bible, but in my own interpretation, how it spoke to me. When
Mm-hmm.
somebody reads scriptures, and it may say something different to you than it does to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving you guys my version. I'm pulling back, the curtains, and allowing you guys to kind of get a glimpse of what that meant for me, and
Mm.
depending on what journey I was in my life at that time, how that actually applied, and how I, you know, am still traveling, this crooked path. I think it might be getting a little more straighter now for me, right?
Okay.
Um, but it's been a journey, and it's a short, quick read. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I did a pretty good job. Again, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert with the Bible and with scripture. So I
Mm-hmm.
always encourage people, read it for yourself. Just because I
Yeah.
got out of it doesn't mean that that I'm right. You know what I mean? I'm just
Right. Right.
you how I was moved, and how the scripture, moved through me.
Mm.
And so, yeah, I'm just, really grateful to have the opportunity to be able to, put together a cricket pad and to share it with it. So it's definitely been a,
Nice. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. I was thinking I was going to say something. I forget. I got
oh,
lost in
sorry.
everything you were saying. Yeah, I don't know. I forget what I was gonna say. Well, so how has your author journey been so far? How has it been for you?
Um, so I published my book earlier this year, like around February,
Mm,
and in the beginning, I just like anything when it's new, right? You get a lot of
yeah.
people invested, your friend, your immediate friends, your family members, and like that. And so, but I never, like I said, I never wanted to share. Like my intentions was never to share the book just to gain money or to gain fame or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate goal was to be able to give God the glory, and
Mm,
even one person read it and it maybe drew them closer to Christ, that would be a blessing for me more than me receiving a couple bucks for my book. So,
that's,
um, it's been an up and down thing because I juggle a lot of different things. So,
mm,
promoting my book and my other businesses and my nonprofit, it I kind of slack, I might slack a little bit, but every now and then I get blessed with opportunity to meeting people like you who, give to share even more, just
yes.
just to either be able to talk about my book in a setting like this, or you being able to take it on and hopefully promote it for me as well. You know what I mean? It's been
Mm-hmm.
seldom that I've come across people like you, and so for me
Mm-hmm.
that's just a blessing, and it's another opportunity to move forward with pushing my book out there and
Mm-hmm.
allow people to hear it more. So this is probably like my second or third time doing something like this with
Oh
someone
wow.
that I came across Facebook or came
Yeah.
across Instagram. And
Yeah.
so it's just a blessing. I don't take them lightly. I don't take those opportunities lightly. I
Mm.
try to take advantage of them every time I can. You guys probably hear my nephews screaming in the background.
That's okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I just try to take advantage of it. I am trying to plan something. Life happens, like, as you're
Yeah. Oh
probably.
yeah.
So I am trying to plan something like my own event where I can gather
Nice.
people and be able to sit around and talk about my book as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, life happened, COVID happened, that kind of made all that crazy. So
Yeah.
hopefully here I'll be able to put something together, and definitely would love to invite you and
Yeah.
having that opportunity just to sit around and just talk and just enjoy
Mm-hmm.
body, and really just me being able to talk more about my book and to really share.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's someone out there who needs it,
Yeah.
and it's just a blessing for me to be that vessel to be able to bring that to.
Ah, sorry, did I freeze?
Oh no, you're good. I think you're good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, you are right on. And that was one of the reasons, other than you also living here in the beautiful California. I was just like, which I mean, I've been telling people, if you live in California, we need to talk. Like, we should be working with each other. I just
Mhm.
appreciate, and I definitely strive for supporting my neighbors. And so anytime I come across like an author or just a fellow book lover, I just want to know you and I just want to work together, and whatever I can do to help to make that happen, that's what I want to do. And so this has been amazing. I tell people all the time, like, no, like, you're actually, helping me with my dreams. Like, this is it. This is it for me. Like, this is wonderful. I get to talk to a amazing, talented person in the middle of my day on a Tuesday. Like, I don't really want to do much else. And so I'm totally appreciative. And so, yes, definitely, if you are watching this live or you're catching us on the replay, check out her book, Crooked Path. It's available at W Bookstore online. And so I know you said something about a part two. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of making a series. So
Okay.
it might one more book or it might be a couple more. I think I just don't want to get too ahead of myself with it.
Mm.
But I'm thinking sometime soon I'm gonna start working on it and getting it out there. But because I had so much um like material, like I said, I have all these notebooks of stuff. So I
Oh
have
wow.
all these writings and they're just sitting in notebooks. Like, yes, I get to reflect on them, but it's like, okay, this other people
Right.
too. So I'm thinking about doing that. I already kind of have like a title in my head in mind.
Nice.
kind of similar to the same formatting as Cricket Path, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Each be something, a different scripture or a different story. I'm really big on like the stories of the Bible, like the
Okay.
Noah, Moses, Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
Abraham, like those stories. Those are the ones that, because I have a huge imagination too, so those are stick out to me. So I use those stories, even the not the resurrection. I think I do touch a little bit on that, but now I can't think. Oh, communion, like how
Okay.
we practice communion as well. I touch
Mm-hmm.
on. It'll be the same formatting with the rest of the series, but they might just focus on. They might just have one focus. So the one that I
Okay.
think working on next, it'll be solely just about different stories of the Bible, but more so just about faith.
Mm-hmm.
Just our faith, and any story in the Bible that really uh, illustrated like an individual in that story, their faith, then those would be the things that I'll bring out and highlight, because
Okay.
that's something that's important to me, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
be able to share, again, opening that curtain and allowing you guys in to kind of see, what my faith was like as I'm going through life and still going on my cricket path, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be able to bring that to you guys. So I think it'll be the main focus, like I said, faith,
Mm.
but it'll bring different stories this time from the Bible. So
Nice, nice,
like,
nice. Okay, well, hey, we are looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait to hear more about your hopefully in-person event that you put together
yes,
soon.
thank
Um, that's wonderful. Well, this has been great talking. You literally answered all my questions, and so that's good. It makes it easy for me. So again, we were just talking about Cricket Path, available at W Books or online. Make sure you check her out. If you're catching this on the
you.
replay, go ahead and hit the little link that I'm going to attach and check it out. Do you have anything else that you would like to say before we get off?
No, again, just wanting to thank you again for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's been a blessing. It's been great, and I'm so I'm blessed just to be able to be privileged for us to be partnering and you supporting me on my journey as well, just as much as I'm supporting you with yours. So
Yeah.
again, I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. All right. Well, hey, enjoy the rest of your week. I believe I have another virtual book signing later this week. Let me check my calendar. But all right, until then, I'll see you all later. Bye.
All right, bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.